Hello and welcome to another stream where I do basically nothing and hope to God that everything on the back end is working. Because we've had some bad luck lately with a bunch of stuff with our current streams. I don't know what's up with anything, but it seems to be stable today. As you can see in the shot, there's a camera next to me because we're doing another overhead. We're doing another not video game stream. Today, for Christmas, for Merry Christmas everybody, and happy holidays, we are opening some Yu-Gi-Oh packs, and I'm just gonna go directly to the feed now. Oh, come on, focus, you fucking piece of shit. We'll that's why the camera's close to me, because we can just force a focus this way. Or can we? Hello. Why is it not on autofocus? Did I turn the autofocus off accidentally? Let's find out. Oh god, we're already off to a great start. Let's Merry Christmas, everybody. No, it should be on. No, AF off. Why is it AF off? We're not supposed to be on manual focus. Now I gotta fucking change that shit. Oh. Give me a second. Yes, autofocus continuous. There we go. Now is this working? Focus over here. Great. Focus over here. Great. All right, it's working. Jesus Christ. So, this is what we're opening. We're opening a box of Power of the Elements. I gotta make sure I'm on mic here. If you remember last time we did an overhead stream like this, the camera overheated, and I had to switch to the laptop as a second camera and do a bunch of stuff on the back end here on my end to make sure that feed is all correct and stuff. So we're I'm gonna assume that the reason that happened was because it was I had it plugged into power, so it wouldn't run out of battery the entire time, and maybe having it plugged into power made it really warm. So it's running off battery now. It's a full battery, so we hopefully have enough. And if we don't, I have a second battery ready to go. Oh, it's right. Okay, I thought I lost it for a second, but it's right there. I have a second battery ready to go in case it shuts off, and we can just cut to a different camera really quick and then switch the battery. So we're opening a box of Power of the Elements. This is probably considered the best set of the year. It's what gave us Tearlaments. It's what gave us sprites. I have not pulled from this set at all. I normally try to just buy the singles of what I like. And I like the Tearlaments, but it's a very... I'll start opening it while I talk about this. It's a high skill ceiling deck, right? And it's also a very expensive deck. It's like the best deck in the format, so it's like very expensive. So I didn't want to buy anything. Well, the main deck cards are actually not that expensive. It's like a lot of the spells, specifically like the field spell and stuff, that makes it super expensive. So I didn't pull or buy anything from this box because I was like, I don't play super competitively. Anyway, so I don't need to spend the money on this. But I got this for Christmas, and I do like Tearlaments. I would like to learn to play them. So maybe we pull some Tearlament stuff here, and maybe we pull a Starlight or something. The problem with me and Tearlaments. Here's a shot of it without the plastic wrap, so it's all nice and pretty there. Let's get a little closer. Look at that. So this has a lot of hero support too, as well as Tearlaments and a bunch of other stuff there. Yeah, but so my issue, not issue with the game, but more so issue with myself, is that Tearlaments is a high skill ceiling deck, and I'm not a bad player. I joke around about being a bad player a lot, but I'm not necessarily a bad player. I'm actually pretty good at the strategizing part of like seeing my options and getting myself out of a situation or like thinking about my plays with what is in front of me, and I specify what's in front of me, like my hand and my field, and figuring out what to do in those situations. And I feel like I'm pretty decent at that. The thing I'm bad at is a very, very important thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's maybe the most important thing. And that's what makes me not a great player in TCG, but a better player on simulators, is that I'm really bad at keeping track of the game state. And in Yu-Gi-Oh!, you generally are not allowed to take notes. It's one of the few card games where you're not allowed to take notes. They've loosened that restriction a little bit lately. I think you can technically write notes on anything that is necessary to keep a legal game state, and they kept it pretty vague on purpose because that's a lot of things. So you can't like keep track of things like. You can't like write down this person has 11 cards in their graveyard, or this person has this specific card in their graveyard that will trigger an effect later. But you can write down things like, I'm locked into fusion summons because of branded fusion, things like that, which is like halfway there. But those little things I can usually remember, not always. I literally just played in a real life tournament recently where I forgot that my opponent was locked to fusions through a different spell card, and he summoned an Xyz, and I just didn't catch it. Hey man, how you doing? Yes, yeah, that's it. I don't like. That's why I'm much better player in a simulator, not because it's a crutch. I mean, some people, like some TCG players might consider it a crutch, but I think it's just like a different set of skills, right? Like, I'm not disparaging anyone who plays TCG, because like being able to keep track of the game state is like so fucking important and such a like high level thing. Like, because there's a lot going on, especially a lot of these more complicated decks like Tearlaments. One deck that it's not super complicated, but there is a lot of triggers going off, is one of my favorite decks, Branded Despia. There's been multiple times where I just forget to activate effects because there's a lot of like triggers for it. There's like, the graveyard trigger, there's like Ecclesia's trigger, there's Branded Lost, and you're locked into fusion summons, which doesn't really matter because your entire extra deck is fusion summons in Branded Despia. But yeah, so keeping track of the game state is like my biggest weakness, and that's why when I play real life, not only am I nervous because of time rules, which I'm not super nervous on simulators, even though the time is, there's still time there. Seeing a real person, interacting with them, all that stuff, in addition to keeping track of the game state, tends to screw me up a bit. So I seem really bad when I play TCG, which is why I've been reluctant to learn Tearlaments, because Tearlaments has a lot of game state tracking stuff. There's a lot of effects that trigger in the graveyard. There's a lot of milling effects, especially when you combine them with the new cards from Magnificent Mavens, the Ishizu cards. Then there's triggers for those, and there's like some of the really high level duels with Tearlaments go to like Chainlink 10, Chainlink 11, and they're interesting games to watch. Again, the power level is really high as well, and that is probably a problem for the game as a whole, because it is the only deck to play. But at least the games that are being played with just these mirror matches are really interesting, because it is just pure, just like, this person is really good at keeping track of the game and knows exactly where to hit certain cards and things like that. I agree, Mayo. It's like it's weird that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has that note taking rule. And again, they've loosened it a little bit. You can still keep you can do certain things as long as you can, like, it's kind of a loophole, really, more than a loosening of the rule. Of just like, the rule is things to keep a legal game state, so you try to find a way in your head to make this note important for keeping of a legal game state. But generally, that usually just means restrictions, and not things like, this person has branded fusion in their graveyard, so their fusion monsters. I gotta remember that my first effect that'll destroy a fusion monster won't destroy them, and like that is not important to keeping a legal game state. That is literally just player knowledge, and so you can't write that down. And I forget that one a lot. So yeah, that's why I like playing Master Duel a lot, and that's why I can climb. Also, the thing with Master Duel and other simulators is that the power level is generally lower. One Master Duel is a couple formats behind in terms of card releases, but also the player base is larger, and it's a random player base. So you might be sure there's an MMR system, but even then, because the format is so diverse in Master Duel, you can play against anything. You can pretty much play anything in Master Duel and still make it climb pretty decently, which I like. I think that's a net positive for Master Duel, but it also makes the power level of the game lower. So there's that to take into account too, besides me not being able to keep the game safe, why I perform better in Master Duel than I perform in TCG. Anyway, we're done talking about that. We're going to open some card packs. Maybe we open some Tearlaments, where maybe we open some other sprites are in here too. I can deal with some sprites. I can accept opening sprites, but I'm not a big fan of sprites. Let's see what we got. The goal here, I think the goal here is just to get like most of the Tearlaments core, so that way I don't have to spend too much money on building the deck. This is the unlimited version of this set, because this set was so popular it got a reprint. So this is the unlimited version. Prices of these are lower. So like Perlorino, which was the field spell, used to cost about like $80-$90. I think now it's around $40-$45. For both the first edition and the unlimited, but the first edition will climb back up. The unlimited will stay around the same price, maybe even drop. I already see a little blemish on this card. Quality control. A little whatever, it's fine. I'm not a huge stickler for that kind of stuff. So let's see. Ooh, Merry Melfi. So Melfis are like a really cute archetype. I don't really know what they do, but I like their artwork, so I might like look into them and maybe build them. So so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put commons, rares. There's no rares anymore in core sets. Commons, supers, ultras, secrets. But then keepers, whether they're whatever. Never mind. We'll figure it out. So let's see. Melfi, Merry Melfi. Let me actually read it. Let's see. Let's see. One tuner, one non-tuner. I gotta put it up here just so I can read it. Sorry, it's gotta be off screen. So you see already the next card. The next card is Crawler Soma. Let's read it up here. One tuner, one non-tuner. If this card is special summoned, you can target one face-up monster on the field, return it to the hand. If your opponent normally special summons a monster, except during the damage step, or if an opponent's monster targeted this card for an attack, you can return this card to the extra deck, and you can summon one Melfi Xyz monster from your extra deck. You can only use it. Okay, sure. Yeah, Melfis are cute. I might maybe I'll learn them just to see what their whole deal is, because I like their art. Crawler Soma. Vernasilf, and the Flower Buds. Gadget Gamer. When this card's normal summon, you can add one level 1 machine monster. This is probably just for Earth machines, right? There's our first super. Loris, Lady of Lament. This is for Dark Lords, right? Is it? Loris, Lady of Lament. There's Tearlaments Crime. So I'm gonna put keepers over here, because I'm definitely want to keep all the tier stuff. I'll keep a Melfi. Yeah, these comments will just go into the bulk box that I will eventually sell off. Propagandake, or Gandake. Maybe it's Gandake. It's Japanese after all. Once per turn, you can if you control a monster whose original type is beast, insect, plant, or rock, you can declare one of those types and you control. Declare type. We've dropped some frames, but whatever. I don't know what's up with my internet. Overfusion. Target one face-up monster on the field and reveal one elemental hero Neospatian or one level 10 monster from your hand, deck, or extra deck, and the target monster's name can be treated as the revealed monster. If used as a fusion material for this turn, send the revealed monster to the graveyard. Have elemental hero Neos on your field and graveyard. Okay, so this is Neos support. You can technically get Rainbow Neos out with this. I can think of. Whatever. And then Tearlaments Meta Noise. That's another Tearlaments card. Sorry, that's a little dark on when I move it close to the camera. I might bring this up a little bit, because we're fine because the light is shining here. But once I'm here, we're in the shadow of the light, and I didn't want to move the camera, so I might bump up the ISO for that there. All right, Tearlaments Crime. So that's 2. The trap cards are like important for Tearlaments, but I don't think you run like 3 of each. I think there's even one you don't run at all, but maybe I would want to run it because I like playing my decks like a dumbass, like a pure, unoptimized dumbass. Let me up the ISO here a little bit. Oh, let's go 16. And let me hold up a card just to see how that looks. That looks a bit better. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, so focus. There we go. All right, next pack. Let's see if we can do these a little faster now. I mean, they'll start off slow as we're getting used to seeing the commons, and then once we start seeing repeats and stuff, we'll speed up a little bit. Hello. There we go. Come on. We can do, what's the pack trick? The one where, is it 1, 2, 3, is it 4? I don't remember. I'm going to say it's 4. Hello! Welcome! So, Tearlaments Sulik, that's a trap card. We're going to keep that. Moki Adrift. I want to keep that. Sprite Pixies. We should probably keep all the sprites as well. Because maybe sprites are currently good. Melfi Penny. Again, I want to learn. Look how cute this art is. I definitely want to learn the Melfis. Come on, focus. Oh boy, come on, camera. Did I turn off the fucking the continuous autofocus again? We've been having tech issues all week, man. All week. How does it keep turning to manual? Why does it keep turning into manual focus? All right, there we go. Back to autofocus. Jesus Christ, I don't know what the camera has a mind of its own. Yeah, Melfi Penny. I gotta learn the Melfis. I think I want to play them just because they're so cute. I think anytime I close the screen, it because I opened the screen just to check the settings, but anytime I close it, it goes back to manual focus or something. Maybe we should just keep it open. Yeah, it's back on manual focus. All right. All right, we're just gonna keep the screen open. I was keeping the screen closed just because maybe it solves the overheating problem. But there you go, Melfi Penny. Look at that, great. Melfi Penny, another one of these flower buds. Amaze Attraction Thrill Train. What's this? Target one amazement monster in your card and you control, or one face of monster your opponent controls. Equip this card to it. You can activate the following effects based on which player equip the card. You can change the equip monster battle position. Your opponent banish the equip monster. Sure. Yeah. Life Extreme. This is a powerful dragon card. Tearlaments Havness. There's our first tier right there. And then Eka the Flame Buddy. Don't know who this is. Warrior. Look at that. Take a look at that there. So it was 4. 4 is the pack tricks for these. The card is normal summon, special summon. You can target one face of monster to your player's control. Special summon to your field. Yada yada yada. Yeah. Okay. Scar of the Vendread. Crosskeeper. What's Crosskeeper? Huh. Vanguard of the Underground Emperor. The most distant, deepest depths. This is a tier card, right? Oh no, this is a Goaty card. This is the Goaty or fish. Yeah, the fish. Yeah, the fish synchro stuff. Those cards seem. Oh, there's Albaz the Ashen. I'm keeping that. Yeah, I'm keeping this guy because maybe I build a fish deck. They seem like a weird archetype. Alban the Ashen. This is a new version of Albaz. I love Albaz and the Despia cards. This version of Albaz not so good. But I'll keep it just to have it in the collection. There's Goaty Chain, which is one of the fish cards. Let's see what this card does. Banish one face-up fish monster you control. Special summon your Goaty monster that is banished. Sure. Okay. Moki Adrift. Branded in Central Dogma. And then Sprite Carrot. Next time I'll try to remember to do the pack trick. Let's see. Is this a Despia card? Is this a Dogmatica card? Oh, it's Central Dogmatica. Yeah, it's a Dogmatica card. You can special summon one monster field. The art of this card is fantastic. Unfortunately, I do not play Dogmaticas. So I probably won't keep this. I'll just probably go into the into the bulk pile. But here we go. Next. One, two, three, four. Another branded Essential Dogmatica. Mimesis Elephant. See what that does. Actually, I can read it off this, probably. Special summon this card and as an effect monster. Stats. This card's still a trap. If this card is in the monster zone, quick effect, you can declare one type of attribute, then target one face-up monster on the field. It becomes that type, etc., etc. Sure. Okay. Merly. It's a Tearlaments card right there. We need one of those. We need 3 of those, I think. There's another Goaty card. Sprite Gamma Burst. Morphtronic Earphron. I'm probably not going to play Morphtronics, so I'll keep that there. Morphtronic Scan, and another one of these Vernosylphs in the Changing Seasons, and Vendred Scavenger. I'll put that over there with the other supers. What do these cards even do? I don't even know what these cards do. Let's look at this. Target one Vernosylph monster in your graveyard added to your hand, and then special summon it during your opponent's turn, except during the turn. Yada yada yada. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. This one doesn't want to open. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Brilliant Rose. This is a card used for Gem Knights. This is part of the new Gem Knights support that was part of this pack. In the Japanese sets, it was part of its own set. I think it was a duelist pack that didn't come over, so they just put it inside of Pote. I love Gem Knights, and I would love to rebuild my Gem Knight deck to be... It's not going to be competitive, but it can at least be like maybe Heart of the Underdog worthy. So Brilliant Rose is part of that, so I'll keep that. Nightmail the Dark Bonder. You can tribute one monster special summon from your deck. One monster you can... Yeah, whatever. Another Goaty Chain. We'll keep that to have a playset of those. Look at this guy. This guy's adorable. The Hidden Gem of the Seafront. It's a rock type. This might work for gems, for Gem Knights, because it has gem in the name. So this says, you can discard this card. You can normal summon one earth or water monster during your main phase this turn, in addition to your normal summoner set. I keep moving closer, sorry. You can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Yeah, we'll keep this. Another Maze Attraction Thrill Ride. Sprite Smashers. That's a really important card for sprites, as far as if I remember correctly. Digit Jamming. Is that a router? Is that like a demon router? Is that what that is? Oh, this is a Cyberse card, right? During damage calculation. Not necessarily. That's fine. Morphtronics. And then also the Earth Channeler. I think these are like, I think the channelers are good, but I don't know what to play them in. This is an ultra. This is an ultra. I didn't even realize this was an ultra. Yeah, that is basically a Nighthawk router, isn't it? I almost bought a Nighthawk because I needed a new router. And I was like, wow, I'm not gonna fucking do that shit. Let me just buy this TP Link, whatever. Serving me well. Oh my god, holy shit. Our internet is not liking this stream. What is going on? All right, I'm gonna try to bring down the bitrate or something, because I don't know why our internet is all of a sudden telling us to go fuck ourselves. In terms of God, I don't know why we've been having these issues lately. All right, there hopefully that's a bit more stable. Yeah, I every stream we've done for the past week, we've had some sort of internet issue. I don't understand why. I brought down the bitrate to about 5,000, which is not great especially for 1080p. And it's still happening. It's still going, no, you don't have enough internet to do this shit. I have more than enough internet to do this shit. We have a local recording. It should be fine. Sorry for the stream issues, folks. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, the charmers are... They've gotten a lot of support too. There's a lot of different charmers now. Just, like besides the main deck ones, there's like 3 versions of each main deck one, and the extra deck ones like dark, things like that. All right, so branded expulsion. That's a branded card. I didn't do the pack trick. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So starting again, Terrors of the Overroot. Target 1 monster your opponent controls and then card in the graveyard, and target 1 graveyard. This art is cool. I don't really know what. God, I keep getting these fucking errors. All right, folks, I'm gonna start and restart the stream. I'm gonna keep rolling the local recording. We're just gonna start and stop and restart the main stream. Be right back. Hello. Hopefully we're back. I have manually changed our stream server from auto to the Miami server, which is the server nearest to me. Hopefully that does something, and we'll see how that goes. We were here. Terrors of the Overroot, good art, interesting art. I like the art. It's cool art. I don't know who that is. I think that's a labyrinth monster. I can't tell who that is. Anyway, Pit Night early. Rika Princess. I heard the Rikas are decent, but Sprite Carrot again. We'll keep that over here. Branded Expulsion. Ravenous Vendread. Gunkin Suship Shari Red. This is for audio. Another one of the Flower Buds traps. And then Sprite Jet. Sprite Jet is I think it's the weakest Sprite. I think people only play one Sprite Jet in Sprite decks, but I can't remember. It's a super, but we're keeping it because it's a Sprite card. We might want to. The Sprite cards might be useful at some point in the future. So for me, even though I don't like them. All right, we still don't have our secret. We haven't found our secret rares, and we haven't found our. I mean, we're not gonna get a Starlight, but it'd be really cool if we got a Starlight. Okay, Morphtronic Converter. Tearlaments Solic. Moki that's our we have a playset of this, so we don't have to keep any more of those. Sprite Pixies, playset of Branded Expulsion. Gunkin Ship Shari Red. Havness, that's our second Havness, that's good. Hydralander Orbit. What's this? Oh, there's so much text on this one. Let me zoom it in here just so I can. All right. Here we go. There we go. That's a bit better for me, more comfortable. If you have 4 or more monsters in your graveyard and no monsters in the graveyard with the same name, same name, you contribute this card to reactivate yada yada yada. All right, that's fine. We're not going to use this. And then Vernisif Corolla. This is another one of these Vernisylph cards. All Earth monsters are treated as Vernisylph monsters. Yada yada yada. Great. Another Orbit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta remember to do that. Hey, Meta Noise. We'll keep one of this. Melfi Wally. I'm keeping all the Melfi cards because they're so adorable. Look at that. Look at that. Sprite Red. Dark Bonder. Another Orbit. Oh, that's the first Orbit. There's Havness. Mary Melfi's. One of these. And, oh, shit. That's Martha. That's our first secret. Martha is like, everyone wants Martha, who plays Exorcisters. It is like the most important card in Exorcisters. So yeah, I'll keep this. Maybe I'll play Exorcisters. They're kind of interesting. They're not like particularly great, but they're fun. But it's a bunch of gay lesbian nuns. You special summon one, and they all have a pair that gets special summoned when you summon the other one. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll keep that. So that's our first secret. I think there's only two. I think there's 2 secrets per box. I think. So that's our first one. Here's another Vernisylph. There's the bunny. The bunny that we saw in the trap card, I assume. We're still dropping frames. I have no fucking clue what's happening, man. I don't even fucking want to bother troubleshooting it right now. Da-da. Oh, okay. Here's a super Vernisylph there. Melfi Penny. Again, that's our second copy of that. Dogmatica. Nemesis Elephant. And there's Merly. That's our second copy of Merly. Yeah, they're just roommates. My bad. You're right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, look at that. He's adorable. Overfusion. Another copy of Brilliant Rose. Should I keep Overfusion? I'll keep Over because I have one already in here. Maybe I'll get a place out of those. Brilliant Rose. Double Dust Tornado Twins. Let's see what this is. Target any number of set cards and spells in your spell and trap zone. Return them in your spell and trap zone. Return this card to the hand, along with as many of those set spells and traps possible, minimum 1. Then you can set spell and traps from your hand equal to the number of cards returned to your hand. By this effect, you can only activate 1 double dust tornado per turn. I bet this can see play at some point. It's not super relevant now, I think, and I'm just going to put it over there. Propa, Ice Jade, Creation, Aegiroccasis. I'm not even going to bother reading next. I'm not going to play the Ice Jade. Sprite Smashers, we need those. Crosskeeper. I forget if Crosskeeper is good. Like, I feel like I know this card, but I don't know. I mean, it's a ranked, it's a 2-star. Sprites use a lot of 2 stars. Vanguard, and then Punk Jamming. I do want to build a Punk deck at some point. I like the Punk art a lot, and they're Synchro type, and Synchro is my least favorite extra deck mechanic, but I can deal with them. This is a super. All right, we're keeping that. Morphtronic Earphone. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. We gotta do that. And we're still dropping frames, motherfucker. So in like the center of Goaty, one of these fish. Terrors of the Overroot. Early, Rika Princess. Morphtronic Earphone. Another one of these. This is our 3rd Branded Expulsion, I believe, so we can move that there. Ice Jade, and then another Ultra. Vernisylph of the Flourishing Hills. I'll look up the value of these supers and ultras later, see if I just put them in a trade bundle or if I directly sell them out to the card shop. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sprite Carrot. Meta Noise. That's our 3rd Meta Noise. Wally. Sprite Red. Gadget Gamer. Life Extreme. This is the Power Tool Dragon thing. Yeah. Hey! Punk Jam Dragon Drive. I think this is one of the new Punk cards from this set that was like really popular. Or like very useful for the deck. If I remember right, it was either this card or a different dragon card that made the deck playable pure instead of just as an engine for something else. So we'll see that, because I like playing decks pure. Come on. One, two, three, 4. Okay. Ascon, the bicorned Goaty. So we're going to keep the Goaty cards. Tearlaments Crime, that's our second one of those. I think Crime is maybe the best trap card. It's either no, maybe not. I think there's a couple trap cards. I just forgot which is the really really good one. Rika Princess, Melfi Wally. That's our third Melfi Wally. Scar of the Vendread, Changing Seasons. Here's a little dog man. Another Verna Sylph card. Morphtronic Earphon, and then Exosister Returnia. This is the super. I will keep this because again, I might play Exosisters. I might not, but we'll keep that there. All right, that's the first half of the box. Throw that away, and let's open up the second half. We have one more secret to pull, and I think 2 more ultras. One, two, three, 4. Morphtronic Converter, Sprite Red, Merly, that's our third Merly, Penny, that's our third Penny, Telephon, Crawler Soma, Ravenous Vendread, Gadget Gamer, and God damn it. This is a Mathmex Circular. A very important card for Mathmex. I already have 3 copies of this card because I bought a Mathmech core not that long ago. I forgot Mathmech Circular was in this set. I thought I didn't pull anything from this set. I forgot that I bought the entire core of the deck, so it's only missing a few extra stuff. So there's Mathmech Circular. It's a really important card for the deck. It's what I played a little bit of Master Duel. It does not have this card yet in Master Duel, so it's like kind of like eh. This makes it a lot better. I'll just read the card like here. You can send 1 Mathmech monster, except Mathmech Circular, from your deck to your graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. So it's a free card. Also, you can only attack with 1 monster for the rest of this turn, which you generally are going to do anyway with a Mathmech Sigma or like an Access Kotaka or something. If a Mathmech monster is normal summon or special summon to your field while you control this monster, except during the damage step, you can add 1 Mathmech spell or trap to your hand. You can only use this effect of Mathmech once per turn. Yeah, this card's great. And it is useless to me, so because I already have 3 of them. So into the pile it goes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dark Bonder, Overfusion, that's our third copy of that. Brilliant Rose is the third copy of that. Dust Double Twist, blah blah blah. Scar of the Vendread, Vernisylph, Crosskeeper, Amazing Attraction, Thrill Train, and Schiff, Fairy of the Goatee. Another one of the Goatee cards. Again, I'm keeping the Goatee cards because I might end up building them just because they seem weird. I don't think they're that expensive either because no one plays them. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, all right, we'll figure. I'll go look at that after and see what the fuck is. Huh? Sure. Yeah. Weird. Terrors of the Overroot. Moki Adrift, we already have 3 of these, so we'll put this one here. Brendan Dogmatica, Early, Gamma Burst, I think we have 3 of those now. Life Extreme, Gunkinship Red, and then Scatter Fusion. This is great. I'm really glad I pulled this. This is for the Gem Knight deck. This is another fusion card for them. This one goes from the deck, right? During your main phase, you can if you put control, you can using monsters from your deck as material. Yeah. Oh, it's continuous? Oh, okay, because if it gets destroyed off the field, all your fusion monsters get killed. That's not that bad of a. I mean, it's a harsh restriction, but ideally, You have ways to protect stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try to rebuild my Gem Knight deck. It's already it's over there. I can go. I'm not going to, but I can go grab it. And make it more modern. Because I don't think it didn't get a lot of new support, so there's not a lot of stuff I need to change. I just got to fix ratios and to add these couple new cards. Basically, I don't think I got to buy anything else new, unless I need more copies of that, which I probably do. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy, another one of these Goaty cards. Crime, Rika Princess, the Nighthawk Rider, Gamma Burst, Deepest Depths, Smashers. Let's fucking go. There's Kit Kalos. That's our third Ultra. That's one of the, again, really important Tearlaments card. So the main deck monsters fairly cheap. They're only a couple cents. The extra deck monsters are a couple bucks, but still not really expensive. It's mostly the field spell that's really expensive. So I'm hoping we pulled at least one of the field spell. It's a secret, so there's only going to be one more secret in this box. Hopefully it's a field spell. You still need 3 of the field spell. I'm not going to buy them until like I know I for sure want to play the deck or not. But you know, this is a Christmas gift, so I can just enjoy these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double Dust Tornado Twins, Nightmare whatever, this guy, Sprite Carrot, Deepest Depths. I already have 3 copies of Brand of Expulsion. This per Digit Jamming. There's Sheeran. That's another one, another important one. This one's a super. I think this one might be a couple bucks instead of a couple cents because of it's a super. But there you go. The Mermaids best deck. Literally, it's the only deck you should be playing this format. Fluanderies is one of my favorite decks, and it's doing pretty well. I think it won its first thing. Like, so here's the thing: that Fluanderies, despite being really good, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't have a good conversion rate in terms of winning. It always makes it to the top 4 or top 8. It never wins a tournament. At least like the higher level ones. It wins like locals and stuff, of course. Like but it doesn't really win like regionals or YCSs. I think it won one recently for like the first time or the second time or something like that. Melfi Wally. I forgot if we have 3 of those or not. Morphtronic Converter, Sprite Red, Merly, Orbit, Suship Shari Red, Morphtronic Telephone, another one of these fuckers, and then Scareclaw Straddle. I like this card in terms of art, but we're not playing Scareclaws. Actually, I did keep all my. I do have all my Scareclaws that I pulled from my my entry packs. So maybe I should keep this card just in case. I did not put those in the bulk box, I don't think. All right, is our last secret gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, the last pack? That'd be funny. Meta Noise, Goaty, Crime, Goaty, Life Extreme. Oh, I think we just had a I think I just saw that was a secret. I didn't see which one it was though. Gamma Burst. Oh, okay. That's Ultimate Slayer. Ultimate Slayer is a good card. Has Appaloosa on it. Appaloosa is a card I like a lot in terms of just like character. So that's her. That's Appaloosa. Ultimate Slayer. Your opponent can activate monster effects in response to this card's activation. Send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, then target 1 monster your opponent controls with the same card type. Shuffle it into the deck. So it's a good way to it's removal. It's non-targeting removal, which is great. Oh, sorry, no, it is targeting. Sorry, it is targeting. It's non-destruction removal, which is really good because that's good for Mirror Jade and a few other things there because it spins them back into the deck instead of destroying them, which will trigger effects most often than not. Yeah, cool card. I think it has some printing errors right here in the corner. I don't know if you can tell here on camera. But when you shine the light, there's a little spot on the side here that seems like it's a little weird, but it's fine. Yeah, I'll keep this. This is I think a side. Most people side this card. Not most people. When this card is used, it tends to be a side deck card. I think there was a Flandre's build that used it at one point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, side deck, not main deck. Melfi Penny, Overroot, another Moki Moki, Ravenous Vendred, Crawler Soma. I think I have 3 Melfis. There's another Havness and an Ian Wave. This is a Neospatian card. I don't play Neospatians. It's super. Put that over here. And finally, oh no, we have 2 more. Never mind. Not finally. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant Rose. I think I already have 3 copies of that, but I'll put it here just in case, and I'll remove a copy if not. Go to Chain, Solic, Gem Lizard thing, this thing, Ice Jade, Mary Melfis. I think I have 3 of those already as well. Crawler Soma, and hello, Gem Knight Lady Rose Diamond. This is one of the new fusion cards for the Gem Knight cards. I forget if she's good or not, but once per opponent's turn, the first time a Gem Knight monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, it is not destroyed. During your turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can banish 1 Gem Knight card from your graveyard and target 1 face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. Okay. Interesting. You might run that at 1. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Sprite Carrot. Meta Noise. I think we have more than enough meta noises. Bicorn Goatee, Crime, Gadget, Digit Jamming, Mortronic Telephone, Scar of the Vendred, and EN Engage Neospace. More Neospace cards. Super. Yeah. We'll just put that over there. Last pack. The final pack. I think we already pulled all our ultras and all our secrets, so I don't think there's anything for us here that we're like looking for specifically. Maybe just extra copies of other things. Dark Bonder, Melfi Penny. No, hey, 3rd copy of that. I think we have 3 copies of this already. Amaze Attraction, Sprite Smashers, and then Rika Concon. Rika Concon I think was a very good piece of support for the Rikas, but I'm not going to play the Rikas. So, all right, so there's everything. This is all bulk. This goes into the bulk box. They might be sisters. These might actually be sisters and not roommates. Here are our supers and 2 of our ultras. I don't know. I don't know the Rika lore. They might be. For all I know, I have no idea about anything about the Rika lore, if there even is Rika lore. Okay, so that's the stuff we're not keeping. Here's the stuff we're keeping, which is, quite frankly, we're keeping a lot of things. Yeah. So when are we watching Citrus? So Tearlaments, Crime, Smashers. Deepest Depths. Let me move this box away here so I can at least organize these cards. Melfi Penny, Crime, Meta Noise, Carrot, Lady Rose Diamond. This is a singular card, so I'm just going to put it off screen here. Melfis. That Solic, Goatee Chain, Brilliant Rose, Havness, Melfis, Penny, Ultimate Slayer. Also, that's a singular card, so I can just put that there. Gamma Burst, Aeonok of the Goatee, Crime. So that's 3 crimes already. So we don't need any more of those. So anymore, if we see any more, we'll just put them aside. Scareclaw, that was a single card too. Merly, Red, Wally. This is we only pulled 1 Sheeran, I believe, so I'll just put them with the singular cards here. Deepest Depths, Sprite Carrot. Kit Kalos was the only one we pulled as well. We need Root Kalos. I think Root Kalos was a different set. I think Root Kalos came out after. Smashers. That's 3 of those. We can get rid of that. Gamma Burst. Crime. That's the one we already picked 3 of, right? Yeah, so Crime goes back over here. 3 of these. Scatter Fusion was a singular card. Gamma Burst, that's our 3rd Gamma Burst. I think we only pulled 1 of these as well. Brilliant Rose. Overfusion. Melfi Penny, that's 3 Melfi Pennies. Merly. There's Merly. Sprite Red. I'll move that over here. Sprite Red, that's 2 Sprite Reds. Exosister Returnia was a single card, I believe. Melfi Wally. Crime. We don't need more crimes. We don't need more of these. This was also a singular pull, so we'll put that over here. Our 3rd Sprite Red. This is our 3rd Wally. Let's fix this over here. This is our 3rd Meta Noise. Oops. Okay, let's move Haveness up there. Another Sprite Cat, that's our 3rd Carrot. Some people keep 4. So that they have like 3 for use and then 1 to keep in their collection so that they know they have the card. If it's like split among a deck, but I'm just keeping 3. Branded Expulsion. The Manta Ray. Punk Jam Session. This one was also a 1 pull, so we'll just put that with the other ones. Sprite Smashers. That's our 3rd Sprite Smashers. Our 3rd Brilliant Rose. Overfusion. Merly. That's 3 Merlies. Perfect. We already got all our pennies. Martha was a 1 pull. Melfi's. That's 3 of those. Our 2nd Haveness. We already pulled all the Sprite Reds. We pulled all the Wallies. Meta Noise. We pulled all the Meta Noises. Our 3rd Haveness. Perfect. I'm glad we got 3 of at least some of the commons. 2nd Expulsion. Pixies. Moki. Sulik. Jet. 3rd Expulsion. Carrot, we have all the carrots. We have all the smashers. Our 3rd lizard thing. Goatee Chain. We have Gamma Rose. We have that. We have our 3rd one of these. We pulled all 3 Merlies, right? I think we pulled all 3 Merlies. So we'll do that. We have our carrots. There's another Moki. There's our 3rd Goatee Chain. That's a singular card we got. We already pulled 3 of these. We already pulled 3 Havenesses. We already pulled 3 pennies. Pixies, Adrift. There's our 3rd Solik. We don't need any more Meta Noises. Our 3rd Overfusion, and we don't need any more of these. Okay, great. So let's just double check to make sure that I didn't fuck up here. 3 of these. 3 of these. 1, Okay. One Ashen. One dut. One of all of these. Yeah. One of Sheeran. Yeah. Three of those. 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 Three. Merleys. Melfies. Havness. Branded Expulsion. Three of those. Three of those. Three of those. Oh, is that four? No, sorry, that's three. Three. And then two, yeah. Okay. That should be everything. I will put these away in their proper spaces. This is, you know what? I should take out the Tearlaments stuff. Because even though they're commons, people clearly, people want them. So I'll put them in the trade binder. Sprites as well. Oh, no, never mind. I thought that was a different card. 2, 3. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. So this is bulk. This is bulk. Ultras, supers in the trade binder, even though I don't think they're very particularly popular trades. And these are commons, but they're going into the trade binder anyway because they are popular cards. So this is trade binder stuff. This stuff I'm keeping over here. You know, while we're here, let's organize this stuff too, because I have some other cards here that I haven't organized yet. That's a super. These are keepers, I think. No, we'll put this in the trade binder, but they're good. So here we go. Supers, Ultra, a secret. I'm keeping that. Yeah, that's all bulk. Then we have stuff over here. That's bulk. This stuff is this stuff I'm gonna put in my collection. Yeah, it's all stuff that goes into the collection. So this is all tradable. And this, so let's put this over here because this is all tradable. And then, right, some of this I'm keeping, some of this, well, all of this I'm keeping, but some of this I'm keeping in a deck build box, and some of this I'm keeping in my. So let's see. Let's put this. Here, do I have any penny sleeves hanging around? I do. Okay. Albaz the Ashen, Martha. Because I might build Exosisters. The punk stuff for sure goes into, because I might build these. This is an Exosister card, so it goes over here. Come on, fucking there. Exosisters, the Goaty stuff. I need more. I need more penny sleeves. Do I have penny? These are top loaders. All right, I gotta pull the box out. Give me a second. Okay. Tearlaments. Tearlaments. Scareclaws, that can go into the collection. Ultimate Slayer. Excuse me, I burped. That's a staple, so that will stay as a staple. That'll go into the deck build box. You sprites. These go into the collection. This will go into the collection. Tearlaments. Goatees. Sprites. Melfi Penny. Sprite Red. I'll just pick these up. Oh, God. Sprite Red. Melfi Wally. Tearlaments. Sprite Carrot. Sprite Smashers. Brilliant Rose. Tearlaments. Melfi's. Tearlaments. Rendered Expulsion. This seems like it'd be useful for Gem Knights. Goatees. More Goatees. Tearlaments Sulic. Sprite Pixies. And then that goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Okay. So. There's a piece of a part of a Tearlaments core. Part of a Goatee core. This penny sleeve is too thin. Gem Knights. If I ever want to rebuild those, I know where they are. Exosisters and Punks. Question is, do I actually want to build the Exosisters? These could be trade fodder. Is a thing. Like, I'm definitely keeping that and that for sure. Do I really want to keep the sprites is the other thing. I don't like the sprites. I don't like playing them. I just had them here because they're they're popular. They're like a meta deck. So I can trade them. Even the comments I can probably trade. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Into the trade box. So the thing is, I like them in concept. You know what? I'll keep them for now. Once their new support gets added to Master Duel, I'll play them a bit in Master Duel, see what I like about them. If I don't like them, they go into they go here. But by then they'll be less valuable. But whatever, who cares? There. All right, great. So these are keepers. These are deck cores. Deck cores go in here. And then all this stuff I gotta like alphabetize and put into like the actual collection, which is under me. I won't do that on stream. I'll do that later. And this goes into just one box full of bullshit. This one right here. Yeah. I love, as you can see, like these are similar cards. It's because I already have a playset of these. I already have a playset of these. So I don't need them. They're in here somewhere. So yeah, just gotta alphabetize these, put these away. Do I have stuff here? Oh, I have some Digimon stuff here. That these are extras. These were lost in the mail. These were lost in the mail. Sorry, I don't mean to like do that as like I pretended I lost them. They actually were lost in the mail for a long time, but they arrived like last week. I had already gotten replacements for them, but they were actually lost in the mail. I did air quotes because I have them already, so they got unlost, but they were lost for like 2 months, and so I asked the person to give me replacements. They gave me replacements, but these eventually arrived anyway, so they're extras. If anyone wants a Teeth Tokomon, a Gamamon, a Gigimon, not a Gigimon, what's in here? I see I haven't even opened it because I already have them. I should keep the penny sleeve at least. Yeah. Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, like I have a Maiko. Are these? No, I definitely have all of this. I could have sworn I had one of these already, but I don't recall these being in the same order, like in the same lost order. Let me just double check to make sure I have that. Yeah. I do. Okay, I do. I have it. So yeah, those are all extras. This goes into a Digimon box that I have somewhere for trades and stuff. That I have to actually get rid of. Anyway, to cut down on the bulk. Top loaders over here. I don't like having these around. These are too big and too useless. All right, folks, that's it. Thank you for watching. We opened stuff. We found a lot of Tearlaments stuff, which is good, and we dealt with our tech issues like we usually do. I gotta figure out what the fuck is going on. I might just need to like reset the router or something. I have no fucking clue what's going on. Anyway, I keep crumpling this and say goodbye, everybody, and Merry Christmas. Bye. Bye.